Now, here's a shot. Sun moving down means that, quite frankly, I need to get some food in. And trying to move with the cycles in the sun is a practice that I'm not going to lie to you. It's my biggest kryptonite. It's my biggest challenge is actually staying in line with that thing. Why? I spoke about this in Wisdom Culture content a lot. There is many different benefits to me being awake at night. That's where you recognize all the synergy between the owls and many different things like that. But what I wanted to say here was, this source of energy, if in alignment, you will physically, spiritually, mentally feel something different. When you align with it and you connect to it and you actually look directly at it. Particularly if you've never done this, the first hour of sunrise and the last hour of sunset. You get connected to what I would just say, and now it's going to look super blurry on the screen. You get connected to what I would say is just Earth. You start to see it for what it is. And this is what I heard recently, I can't remember who said this exactly, but you have to be considered insane if you can be convinced that what you see is not what you see. To be told that what you see is something else. And I say this all the time. It's based in truth, and it means, I understand it first and foremost, but it means I clarified the division between looking and seeing. And the eyes in our skull, these fucking things here, they're always looking at stuff. They're not really seeing anything. Seeing is a process in the mind's eye. Seeing is something your mind can do. Something can be directly right in front of you and you can't see it. Right? We've all experienced that in some form. The point that I'm making is, if you're not seeing and you're just looking, what do you believe you're seeing? If you can't actually see and you're looking around all the time, what do you believe you're seeing? Because to me, I can look directly in that sun and I can feel a completely different relationship. Where's the angle? I can feel a completely different relationship with that sun than the story I was told about the sun. And if anything, this is just a short reminder to question what your belief is. Even everyone knows that. Everyone knows there's even something like the sun. And I've got a camera here, of which that enables me to do what is a time lapse. I'm going to start to record more and more of the sunsets and the sunrises, and we'll start to see the sun moves in a very specific pattern. You can watch this already, but I'm going to do this myself. Because you have to live and breathe in order to actually get the experience. It enables you to absorb and understand it in a very specific way. And what I'm saying is, that is not a fucking ball of fire 66 million miles away or whatever they say it is. That is not a ball of fire. That is an unlimited source of energy. It's very hard to describe. But when you look at that thing and you start to see like a ring, it starts to like look like a portal, it really starts to make you question, what is this Earth? What are we doing on this dimension? What are we actually out here living on? You know? I never stopped asking those questions since I was a kid. I never stopped asking, and I'm getting closer and closer towards the truth. It's actually in here, it's in me, what I know. Not what I believe or what I've been told I believe. I just know I have a relationship. That, when applied everywhere, is a cheat code It's when you can start to perceive things for what they are rather than what you're told. And I'm telling you now, the currency of the future, if you're going to win, if you're going to survive, if you're not going to die, and sign up for more and more injections and what they call something along the lines of a digital ID. If you go down that path without understanding the concept of reality and the earth that we're on, then so be it. But you'll be living in some other world, not really created by you, and not really recognizing your value here on earth. Super weird esoteric stuff, yeah, like, that's what happens when you stare directly at the sun. Anyway, call to action. Find a time in the first hour of sunrise or the last hour of sunset to build up 10 seconds at a time, small amounts, and start to build up. Look into sun gates, and also if you want to know more about this topic. And as you do that, remember all the value that you gain when you subscribe to my mailing list. When you subscribe to my mailing list and you're like, shit, Charlie really got me and pulled me in, you can thank me later. But another thing I also want to say is, once you're done staring at the sun, go home, and if you haven't done it already, start to track your finances. If you want the liberty to, as much as you can on this earth, move around freely and not have the concerns that being broke will bring towards you, start to quantify where you're at financially so you can start to grow it. Because growth happens the moment, actually, you start to measure it. So, have fun with that.